How you feel?
Amazing.
He said 7 punches not gonna do it. I said, if you didn't put in the contract that I can't throw more than 7 punches, then I'd throw more than that. Let's see how mad he is. I was willing to go in there with one hand. I was very confident, but now with 2, it's almost like it should be a walk in the park.
To last May, you're going into this fight against Rolly Romero, and I think a lot of people, including myself, thought this was probably going to be a layup for you. You know, Rolly, good fighter, had been stopped by lesser fighters. The most likely outcome, I thought, was going to be mid-round knockout. What went wrong for you that night?
Well, there's many things that went wrong. It's in the fight, it's really what's happening before the fight. I think that it was very forced. It was a forced fight on me, and you could see that in my demeanor and how I was at the press conferences, in training. And it was just hard to get my body caught up to get ready for a fight in my mind. It was just one of those nights where you knew it just wasn't gonna be your night. I accepted that, and I made a commitment to fight anyways, and I did it. And I went in there knowing I'm not at my best. And yeah, people, oh, but you said you were good. But what are you gonna say in a promo? Oh, I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of just, your hands are tied behind your back. But I think you could see in my energy, my demeanor, and my shape that I'm in, that you could tell I prepared myself well. Why not?
You've said that 2 losses, you're okay with. 3, you wouldn't.
No.
3 seems like an ugly number for you.
Yeah, well, just like 3 losses, you know, it's like, fuck, that's like complete, like, you're just a complete loser now. You know what I mean? Like, 2 is like, damn, but 3 is definitely a complete loser. I don't like that 3rd loss, so I'm giving everything I got.
Biggest fight of your career up to this point?
For sure, 100%. More stakes, everything is just right on this world championship fight. I wouldn't want it any other way. It's either gonna be my burial or my resurrection. One of them.
How do you see it playing out?
Me resurrecting, brother. We winning. Come on now.
But in the ring, I mean, you think this is gonna be, you've talked about how
no, I think, I'm being nice to him. I think he's gonna be a grueling fight for his ass. Like, he's about to be cut up, bloody, all that. I'm ready to get in there. Let's get to it. Like, let's start throwing them blood. That's why I said we need 8 ounces.
Burial or resurrection, that's a good way to frame this fight.
Yeah, it's either the burial, Ryan Garcia, or the resurrection.
Unbelievable, really good for a Friday, closing the week strong. Sparring was amazing. He looks great, he looks ready. Looking forward for the fight, man.
That's the nicest thing you said all camp.
Thank you, no problem. I was saying it to the camera to look good, not for you.
Oh, what a beautiful day. I've actually enjoyed this camp a lot. Like, not even playing, like, I keep saying to Tony and the boys, like, when's camp starting? Like, this is just like our life. I find more peace in the madness of camp than in real life.
Okay, how it feels to be...
Do you want me to put on the autofocus?
How does it feel to be in Camp Ben?
Well, I'm not really in Camp Ben.
Well, you are right now, so you better be respectful if we're gonna fuck.
I feel like the one story that stood out to me with Conor is when he told me that he made his first bit of money.
Yeah.
And he felt comfortable, so to then feel uncomfortable again.
Wait, what?
You know when you were telling me that when you made your first bit of like big money in Mallorca, you started waking up at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
And training.
Yeah.
Because you had to put yourself in those uncomfortable situations.
So that was when I bought my house that was in before this one. Thank God that I've still kept the trailer of the house I've lived in. But that house, I bought that house and then I bought a 911. I was like, I've made it. Owned multiple properties, got my 911, and I envisioned the house and the car. So when I got it, I was like, am I still hungry? Am I still motivated? And I started running at 3, 4 in the morning to just make sure that I was still hungry for more.
I look like I belong in a straight jacket. It's definitely like that's all vibe, yeah.
Right, that's cool. Yeah.
Now if that comes off, yeah, it slaps me in the neck. No, that ain't slapping me. Right. I'm just letting you know that ain't slapping me in the neck, is it?
Good? Yeah, that's rotation. More tension or good?
More tension.
Solid, good. So
So Tony's got him progressing incrementally week on week. So it's not just we do a blanket approach. It's based on the athlete, based on his times. We track all of the times, and today you probably saw all of his times improved exponentially. It was incredible. And it's interesting, at the start of camp, he's like, never going to be able to do that at the end of camp. Tony's like, trust me, you are.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Love it.
Felt broke my next. Carbon copy of me, but even better. I was just a fighter. I just didn't go in there and he's got skills, he's got abundance. He's got literally everything in his toolbox. Uppercut, hooks, jab, you name it, right hand. He's got all the punches. He's got literally everything. And he's got the mind, the brain, thinking. I just want to go in there and have a fight.
Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn are heading toward a massive September 12th showdown, and both fighters believe they have what it takes to win.
You see a sight that almost stops your heart.
You know how to do this?
Garcia says his hand speed and current training have him feeling better than ever, even joking that if 7 punches were not enough, he would simply throw more. Looking back at his loss to Rolly Romero, Garcia admits several things went wrong before he even entered the ring.
I didn't realize that, all the stupid shit you did throughout the year, it's hard to get out of your system in 2 months and you're 30 pounds up. And your body ain't gonna be moving like a system. So it was just a big disconnect, but I didn't realize it at the time. It was just like, oh, I gotta do this. And I tried to make way what I had. He caught me with a shot.
Oh my gosh. A double hook, short hook, caught Ryan right on the chin, dropped him.
It was more of a push on the second shot. He caught me one shot and then kind of pushed me, knocked me over because I was squared up. But I wasn't hurt at all. I watched that fight and I watched it once. It was hard for me to even want to look back at it because I wasn't even present in the fight.
Ryan? He says the fight felt forced. His mindset was not fully there, and he could tell during training and press events that something was missing. He still chose to fight despite knowing he was not at his best, but now he sees this upcoming world.
Ryan's intensity right now in camp is through the roof. It's absolutely superhuman type of stuff. I try to do some of the stuff and I try to give some of my other clients that I work with some of his workouts. Can't even last a percentage of it, man. He's doing crazy numbers right now.
Title fight as a chance to redeem himself. Garcia says a third loss would be especially painful, which is why he is giving everything he has to prepare. He expects Benn to make the fight difficult, but believes he will ultimately come out on top and even predicts a brutal, bloody battle that ends with Benn taking serious punishment. Garcia has also spoken positively about his current training camp, saying he enjoyed.
He's there for the taking. I watched that fight and he looked good against Barrios, but as I said, I'm not no Barrios. I think my speed, my agility, my explosiveness, my unorthodox style and power would cause him a lot of problems. So It'd be an exciting fight for sure. I definitely don't see that fight going points by any measure. I just don't. But listen, he's a great fighter. I think the 147 division at the moment is doing wonders, and there's great fights to be made.
Garcia enjoys the discipline and pressure of camp because it keeps him hungry. Conor Benn has shared a similar mindset, explaining that after becoming financially comfortable, he deliberately pushed himself into uncomfortable situations by waking up extremely early to train so he would not lose his motivation. His team says his performance has improved dramatically throughout camp, with his conditioning numbers getting better week after week. Benn is also confident in his abilities, pointing to his speed, explosiveness, power, agility, and unpredictable style as major problems for Garcia. He does not expect the fight to reach the judges and believes his pressure will force Garcia into a difficult night. Garcia, however, believes his experience against elite competition will make the difference and says he has already identified weaknesses in Benn's style that he plans to exploit. Benn also admits making the 147-pound welterweight limit is demanding, especially after competing at higher weights, and says he expects to remain at welterweight for only a couple more fights. Teammates before moving up permanently. His training team believes he is preparing at an extremely high level and is building himself for a physically demanding fight. Tim Bradley believes Benn's biggest advantage is his determination and willingness to keep coming forward. Bradley gives Garcia the edge in speed, power, and explosiveness, but says Benn could make the fight much more competitive if he closes the distance and keeps Garcia under constant pressure.
Feeling good about the pressure. He's not worried about that, like you said, but at the same time, he sees a weakness in Garcia to where he's saying, hey, you quit. I know you have it in you. Right. I can make you quit, right? I have that determination,
I've seen it before.
that will, right? That will to win. He's not as talented. He's not as talented as
He
Ryan
has some
Garcia.
talent, but not as
He's
much
not
as
as
Ryan
talented.
Garcia.
He's not as explosive either, right? And I don't think he hit as hard as a Ryan Garcia, but that determination and that will, and if he can close that gap on him, bro, trust me, man, he can do some damage.
Sean Porter also favors Garcia, especially after watching his impressive performance against Mario Barrios. Porter believes Garcia's speed, distance control, and power could lead to a stoppage, although he has first-hand experience with Benn's toughness and versatility from sparring and believes Benn is much more complete than many people realize. Garcia's father and trainer, Henry Garcia, is even more confident, predicting that Ryan will be fully prepared and could stop Benn within 5 rounds. Eddie Hearn, meanwhile, strongly supports.
I think that fight, based off of how Ryan Garcia just looked in his last fight, I mean, it looks like he beats Conor Benn. Conor Benn has a style that matches what Ryan is good. You know, the style clash favors Ryan Garcia because of his speed, because of his power from the outside. So definitely a tough fight for Conor Benn. Again, based off of Ryan's last fight, I would say 60-40. Ryan Garcia wins that fight, possibly KO, but Conor is very, very tough, and that's what I already knew about him, but I got to see it firsthand when we sparred. He's much more versatile than we saw in the first fight with Eubank. Comes back in a rematch against Eubank. We see the versatility.
Meanwhile, Benn, and believes his fighter has the mentality and pressure needed to pull off the biggest win of his career. Although he also admits the 147-pound limit could be a major concern for Benn against a powerful puncher like Garcia. Bradley sees Garcia carrying himself with a calm confidence and believes Ryan feels his experience, hand speed, and power are on another level. At the same time, Bradley warns that Benn's aggressive approach could create openings, especially...
We're going to be prepared. We're going to be well prepared for September 12th. Okay, I want everybody to tune in because I'm telling you, you're going to see a knockout.
Ryan, WBC champion, what does he need to do to beat Conor Benn? I mean, Ryan said knockout in 5. Do you think that's going to happen?
Very much possible, obviously, because like I've always told people, 100% mind, body, and soul, there's no one that can really challenge Ryan. And I feel that 5 or under, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Against a fighter like Garcia, who is capable of countering quickly with his left hook. Sergio Mora also favors Garcia, arguing that his size, speed, length, and power give him an advantage over Benn, especially considering Benn's previous struggles against naturally bigger opponents. Chris Mannix sees a much closer fight and believes Benn has a legitimate path to victory because Garcia has been hurt and dropped before. But Mannix was extremely impressed by Garcia's performance against Barrios and considers that version of Ryan one of the best he has ever seen.
September, we'd be hoping for a Mexico win against England.
Well, is it Mexico? I don't know. Yeah, United States. But yeah, no, look, I want Conor Benn to win the fight. Like, he's a Brit. You know, I know we're disappointed with how it played out, but I just don't think he does. You know, I think he's going to be a live dog. He trains hard. He's full of. I don't like him at 147. I know how hard it was for him to make that weight a couple of years ago, and now having boxed at 160 twice to come down to 150 or 51 or whatever he was for program, really not look good. I just think 47 against a puncher, you know, it's a tough task. But listen, his game.
Do you reckon he gets stopped?
I don't want to say, but I think that's the likely scenario. Yeah, but again, his game, you know, and he's improving. He's put the work in.
Max Kellerman focuses on another major storyline: Garcia's past struggles with pressure and the questions surrounding his mindset after the Tank Davis and Rolly Romero fights. Kellerman does not believe Garcia simply quit against Davis, but he says the criticism from those fights is something Ryan must confront. Benn's greatest strength, in Kellerman's opinion, is his refusal to stop fighting.
Ryan's a little bit more reserved, like, with it. It's like, it's a calm confidence that I like from him. He's just like, you gonna find out. Like, it's different levels. My hand speed gonna be too much for you. My power gonna be too much for you. You know, I got more experience than you. I got more amateur experience than you. Like, bro, you can't beat me, bro. Like, you're not better than Haney. You're not better than all these other guys that I face. Like, yeah, you might can punch hard, but I can punch harder as well.
And his determination to keep pushing forward regardless of the circumstances. That mindset could make this a much tougher challenge for Garcia than many expect. With both fighters confident, both camps reporting strong preparation, and experts split over who has the advantage, September 12th promises to be a major test for both men. Garcia wants to prove he is operating at an elite level, while Benn is looking for the biggest victory of his career. The question now is simple: will Garcia's speed, power, and experience be enough to secure the win? Or can Benn's pressure, toughness, and determination shock the boxing world? Let us know your prediction and how you think this fight will end.